Hey guys, I use this all the time and thought it would be helpful for you to use also. I am going to put this on YouTube, so I feel like I should mention that this video was originally created for my fellow music teachers on Teachers Pay Teachers to kind of help make life a little bit more easy when using your Mac, but this is really just for anybody who wants to quickly render PDFs as images. So if you've never used Automator before, it should come on your Mac already, and you can find it just by going to your Spotlight, which we'll do in a second. But what I use it for is just to render my PDFs as images, usually JPEGs, so I can give my customers another file extension to use and without losing a lot of the quality. A lot of times when you export from Pages or Keynote or even Word or PowerPoint, you can lose a lot of your quality of your images by exporting to JPEG, and that's not something that we want. So just to kind of save time, I put everything in one location on my desktop. These are all of the files I'm going to change in one motion. So you can do many files at once. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to end up moving them to this folder. It's empty at the moment. And so we'll go ahead and get started. And, I don't know if you can see this, but some of these items have more than one page to them. So that one had 3, this one has 14, I think. This one has 1, but I'm going to make sure to change all of them in one motion. So I'm going to go up here and search Automator. And I already have one saved here as to JPEGs. That's what I use. It's a template that I use, so it's very quick, but for the sake of showing you how to set up your own new document, we're going to go ahead and start from scratch. So new document. I think you can use either workflow or application. I've seen both used in tutorials, but I'm going to use workflow. Exporting and doing all sorts of things in Automator is possible. I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but I use Automator for just that one purpose, really, of moving my PDFs into a JPEG quality that's still really nice. So I'm going to show you how to sift through all this stuff and do what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is get your specified PDF images. So I think it's the Finder items actually. So we're going to take what we want. I got the get specified Finder items, and I'm going to drag and drop. The next thing I'm going to do is render the images. So I want to render the PDF pages as images. Drag and drop under this specified. And then the last step is to move the Finder items. Drag and drop. The RGB color model is probably good for the format. Again, I'm going to stay with JPEG, but you can do all sorts of different things here. I'm going to leave it at JPEG, and you can also change the resolution. 300 is always really nice, and you can always make sure that you can change the quality as well so it's not compressed in a horrible way. Next, you just kind of drag and drop. So I'm going to take all of the PDF items that I want to use. I'm going to drag them over into the specified Finder items. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to move them. You can leave them to the desktop, but I think it's really cool that you can actually just show it where you want them to go. And you can do other, but that's a pain in the butt, and Apple makes things really easy, so you can just drag your folder that you want in there, and it'll show you exactly where you want the images to go. And then you hit run. It takes a little while here, but it'll show that it's doing this, and eventually it'll say workflow completed. So like I said, Automator has several purposes when using your Mac. I can't even go on to explain what all of those things are. I just found out about this when I was trying to find a quick and easy way to convert all my PDFs to images in one quick motion. Obviously, the more pages you have, the longer the workflow is going to take, but it really still shouldn't take that long in general. So I think that I had maybe like 25 pages total, I'm not sure. So we'll just wait here a second. It's completed. It took less than a minute to do that. So I'm going to go to my Bing and JPEGs, look in my file, and they're all there. So I can see them. They look pretty good. in preview form. Let's go ahead and open them. And so they're smaller, but you can still see the nice quality there. Everything looks really crisp and clear even when I zoom in on it. And that's really how you use it. That's how you use Automator to render PDF files as images.